Okay. Today, news of another celebrity breakup, and this one a second breakup for the very same couple. Hollywood is abuzz that Jennifer Aniston and John Mayer have called it quits. Joining us now is Liz Kelly, celebritology blogger with The Washington Post. Welcome to you again. I have to say, I'm bummed about this. I don't want this to be true. Is it? Did they end it?
You know, it's pretty positive that this is true. This started leaking out on Thursday, but by the time it ended up on People.com on Friday from sources, it's pretty well confirmed when things start ending up on People. You know, as you mentioned, you know, this is an on-again, off-again couple. They last broke up in August and had gotten back together and actually made their first genuine public appearance a couple of weeks ago at the Oscar ceremony. You know, so it comes as a big surprise, especially since John Mayer, after the Oscars, said, you know, he made this appearance because he felt it was time and that the relationship had progressed to a certain level.
Well, so, you know, and it was great because she had him there by his side as she faced down, you know, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and they looked so good. And I think it was like, okay, go, Jen, good. I mean, anyway, you don't want to get into the whole fight between that groupings, but with the last breakup, it was John Mayer who told reporters that he was responsible for the split. Do you know this time around what the word is?
Well, sources, again, you know, who they are, who knows, are saying that there was no big juicy fight this time, you know, and as there wasn't last time, but that, you know, it was a mutual thing, although others are saying that it was John again. You know, also, you know, something interesting, you know, he didn't attend her 40th birthday party a couple of weeks ago. Also, she recently came out and told a British magazine that no relationship is perfect, which seems like a telling detail. But, you know, even more interestingly to me from kind of the celebrity angle and, you know, relationships is she also recently said she will always love Brad Pitt. Which, you know, I'm sure is a great sentiment, but, you know, I don't know if I were John Mayer if I'd want to be hearing that at this point.
But the timing here, this hugely public display right after the Oscars, what does that say?
Right. Well, you know, I think that Jennifer Aniston and John Mayer are two very different people, and although they might have feelings for each other, Jennifer tends to be a very guarded, very, you know, A-list celebrity who keeps her privacy as well clamped down as she can, whereas John Mayer is a really public guy, and I don't mean that he's all over the tabloids. I mean that he's all over the internet. He's very in touch with his fans. He's Twittering. In fact, he's been Twittering for the last 24 hours. He hasn't said anything about the breakup. But, you know, this is a guy who really likes to get out there, so maybe it's a matter of, you know, their personal philosophies just aren't a good fit.
Would you say that she is sort of America's reigning sweetheart, that kind of all-American, blonde-haired, light-eyed, you know, I mean, she plays these kinds of roles in movies and the like?
Right. Yeah, she's certainly one of America's sweethearts. You know, I think we have, you know, about a dozen to choose from. You know, it's interesting. My readers, this is a subject, obviously, they never get tired of. You know, how could they? But, I mean, people get a little bit sick of her talking about Brad Pitt. I mean, if you think about it over and over the past few years, I mean, this is not a subject that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie keep coming back to. So although I think Jennifer does get a lot of sympathy factor for how that relationship ended, you know, I think there's probably a limit with how long the public will stick by her in this. She does seem to be somewhat unlucky in love, though, so we feel bad for her.
Yeah, I want to wish her luck. Okay, Liz Kelly, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
There is a manhunt amid mystery this morning in North Carolina.